Hi, welcome back to Easy English Zone. Good to see you again. It's been the fourth time I've presented some fixed phrases for everyone who like to be a more advanced learner when they speak or write in English for the communicative purposes. So today, let's just look at the four phrases which all include the give. They are, number one, I'd give anything to. Number two, given. Number three, give or take. And number four, give and take. Okay, now it's time to explore what they mean and how they can be used in the sentences when you speak or write. Firstly, we have I'd give. Okay, firstly, we have I give anything to. I give anything to. Now let's look at what this phrase means. You can say I give anything to when you want to mean that you're very keen to do or have something. Okay? When you are enthusiastic to do something, or when you are so eager to buy something like a new car, a new house, or something like that. And you can also say this when you can't wait to see someone you are dying for, right? So let's check out the examples now. Example one, I give anything to have a new guitar, sorry. So it means that you've had your heart set on a new guitar. You are eager, so eager to buy a new guitar. You can't wait to see it. You can't wait to have it. Okay, so number two example is that I give anything to be like you. I give anything. You can even risk your life in order to be just like you. So just like the person you idolize, right? So you can say this when you have a chance to meet with a person that you idolize and tell him that, hey, one day I'm going to be just like you. Okay, so I give anything. I will do everything, okay, to be like you, to be a successful person like you, right? So it means that I give anything to be like you. So, and then the third example is I'd give anything to see you. You can say this when your boyfriend or girlfriend is miles away from you now and you miss them a lot. So I'd give anything to see you. You can't resist the impulse to see you. It means that. So I give anything. You can even risk your all in order to be able to see a person you're dying for. Yeah. So I give anything to see you. Okay, now let's move on. Secondly, we have given. According to Merriam-Webster, it's a preposition. Given is a preposition. And yeah, now I just want to give you one word definition for this. What does it mean? Considering. Okay, it means considering. Okay, considering or thinking about. You have to consider or think about something before you do something else, right? And before you make decisions, okay, you have to think, okay, and you have to consider something carefully. So given means considering, and it's a preposition. Let's look at the example. Given what's happening in Myanmar, it isn't worth visiting yet. Okay, it isn't a good idea to visit Myanmar for the time being. Okay, when you consider or think about the situations there, the current situations there. Okay, so given means, yeah, you consider or think about the situation, the current situations in Myanmar. So then you can make a decision not to visit it as yet. Okay, so the second example is, given the weather, we'd better stay at home. Okay, it isn't a good idea to get out. Okay, to go on a picnic. Okay, don't go on a picnic yet because of the weather. In view of the bad weather, the weather is not good enough for us to go on a picnic. So given the weather, we'd better stay at home. And now I just want to work on a little bit of grammar. Okay, for this, do you see given is always followed, the purpose given is functioning as a preposition here. So it is followed by noun clause and noun phrase here. Okay, so please don't forget that. Don't forget to use given, which should be followed by noun phrase or noun clause. Okay, now let's move on. Okay, the third phrase is give or take. Now let's look at what it means. It's a phrasal verb and possibly a little more or less than the exact time mentioned, the amount or time mentioned. Okay, so you can say this when you can't tell the exact amount of time needed to complete something. Okay, because you don't know, okay, when something will be completed exactly. So you can just tell the estimated time of completion, right? It may just something may be completed later or earlier than the time mentioned. Now let's look at the example. Example 1, it'll take a week. Okay, here you see a week. It's just the estimated time of completion. You hope it'll take a week to have the flat painted. Okay, you hope the painting of the flat is completed in a week. But you can't tell the exact time yet, right? So give or take a day or two. Give or take a day or two means actually the painting will probably be completed, okay, around a week time. A day or two earlier or later than a week. Yes, you can tell. Yes, you can tell the completion will happen in a week exactly. Okay, but you're so sure that the completion of the painting will come to you in a day or two earlier or later than a week, around a week time. Okay, the second example is like, I'll be ready at 6 o'clock. It's just the estimated time. Okay, give or take a few minutes. Now, give or take a few minutes. It means that a few minutes to 6 or a few minutes past 6, a few minutes after 6 or a few minutes before 6. I just want to mean that. Okay, and then this a few minutes will be maybe 5 or 10 minutes long. I think so. So I'll be ready at 6. Okay, give or take a few minutes. Give or take a few minutes. So you will be ready a few minutes later or earlier than 6 o'clock. Okay. Now we're gonna move on to the last set phrase. We have give and take. Give and take. Hope the entities of this phrase are not that difficult for you to understand and to get the underlying message they are conveying. Yes. So give and take. Yes. You shouldn't always take, but sometimes give. You should learn to give, in order to be able to live a peaceful life. So this phrase shows how flexible or negotiable you are, and you will sometimes need to do some compromise stuff. Okay, some compromise in order to succeed in negotiation. Yes, so you may sometimes be able to forget what you want to take, but you can give. Okay, but you can also give other people what you have, and this also shows your ability to share what you've got with other people, and you have the sense of what other people need. So give and take. Now let's look at the example. In every friendship, there has to be some give and take. Of course, the work of give and take is a really vital ingredient to sustain or keep up a good friendship. Okay, you shouldn't always be the one asking for help. You may sometimes need to extend your help to the friends who need it. Give or take occurs when you also, give them. Yeah, I just mean that you sometimes will treat them to something special, okay, to cheer them up, and at other times, your friends will just offer you some food. If you just wanna take what your friends have, but don't want to give them what you have, yes, so you're just a freeloader or fair weather friend or something like that. So some give and take things are really necessary for a good friendship to go on. Okay, now let's look at the second example. It takes some give and take to have a happy marriage. Yeah, the same with a good friendship. A happy marriage also needs some give and take. Now, whether you are a husband or a wife, you shouldn't always be the one who wants to be happy while your partner is in sorrow or trouble. And you shouldn't always want to be a winner in every argument. Okay? But you should give your partner enough time to understand you or the right situations, okay, you are in. That's why give and take is really important in order to keep up a good friendship or a happy marriage. Okay, now that's all from me. So thank you so much for your attention. And I want you to stay tuned for more videos on the fixed or set phrases. Okay, so see you again in the next videos. Okay, time to say goodbye. Bye-bye.